Now, egg prices in the United States have almost doubled in a year. The surging costs are partly due to an outbreak of bird flu that's led to the culling of millions of chickens. The price hike of such an essential part of the American diet is feeding into wider fears of inflation, and it's leaving many consumers and restaurant owners shell-shocked.
Few foods are as crucial to the American breakfast as eggs. But their price has surged by more than 100% in the last 12 months. And that's left consumers and restaurant owners scrambling for solutions.
Eggs are really important. We go through a lot of eggs. They're usually $46 a case, and right now they're $146 a case.
This eatery has imposed a surcharge of $2 on all meals containing eggs. Employees say most customers have swallowed the move for now. But for others, it's yet another reminder that the cost of living in the US is going up.
It's mixed. I mean, some people have been keeping up with sort of, the shortage of eggs. And so they're not surprised, and other people, are upset because food's really expensive.
The shortage of eggs and their sky-high prices have been caused largely by an outbreak of avian flu, which has forced farmers to cull more than 160 million birds. But it comes as US consumers are starting to feel more pessimistic about the economy, with inflation rising unexpectedly to 3% in January 2025. There are also concerns that US President Donald Trump's trade tariffs will drive up prices even more for American households. During his campaign, Trump promised the opposite.
So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Many days later, and some are wondering if Trump may have to eat his words. For now, though, the US is looking to make up for some of the shortfall by importing eggs from Turkey, one of the world's biggest exporters. But it's unclear if this quick fix will contain the larger problems that American consumers could face if Trump fails to deliver on his pledge to reduce prices.
And for more on this, we've got Lars Halter with us now from our business desk. Lars, so we got bird flu. That's one issue, but is that really what's driving this steep rise in prices?
Well, to be fair, it is certainly, Terry, the main driver, because we just heard a number here, 1.6 million chicken had to be culled so far. The problem, obviously, is when only one chicken has that virus, the entire flock has to be culled. And it takes about 6 to 12 months to replace an entire egg-laying flock. So it's not that easy to get past that for a farmer. But we do have another main driver, and I feel this is kind of overlooked. There has, over the past couple of decades, been massive consolidation in the poultry sector. Decades ago, most of the eggs and all of the chicken, they lived on farms, on thousands of smaller farms, often family farms. And that's not the case anymore. Most by far come from giant industrial farms. And of course, that is a risk when you look at that spreading of a virus, because you have much larger flocks that you might need to cull. And also, you have, in terms of consolidation, 5 companies that control about half the entire egg market. And those companies are doing well with these high prices, because for them, high prices also mean high profits. So they don't even have an interest right now in doing much against the price of eggs.
Well, the companies might be doing well, but the consumers are up in arms. I mean, it even made it into to U.S. President Donald Trump's speech to the joint houses of Congress, talking about eggs in the U.S.
It was
How
the
are
main
Americans
point of the
coping with
campaign
it?
even, yes, because it's so brutal for consumers. Consumers are suffering. I want to just run you by these numbers here. 4 years ago, a carton of eggs was $1.47 on average, and now it's about $5, in some places $10. So of course, with eggs having been a relatively cheap protein compared to other proteins people need in their diet, people are looking for alternatives. Some people are using flax, gel, like flax mixed up with water for baking, or aquafaba, or so that is that liquid that comes out of a can of chickpeas. That is very rich in protein too. So there's some creative solutions. Another solution that a lot of people are taking, they're starting to raise backyard chicken. They're buying chickens. That has been a really strong trend in the last couple of months. And I did stumble over one story in New Hampshire. There's a farm where you can just rent your chickens. That's apparently for optimists thinking that this is a short-term problem.
Again, Trump is making this an issue for Washington, for his administration. Is there anything that politics can really do about it?
Absolutely. Right now, Washington has put together a $1 billion package as like a financial relief package, and it has $500 million in here to boost biosecurity measures at all these poultry farms. Then $400 million goes to farmers who had to cull their flocks. Obviously, financial help, helping them restore, restock these flocks, and $100 million also for vaccine research. And we also heard that the U.S. is looking into importing eggs. Now, Turkey was mentioned earlier. Turkey is one market, but production there is not that big. Most of the eggs actually that are imported into America come from Canada. Now, Canada, obviously, U.S. President Trump has just started a trade war with, so that is going to be a little tricky.
Lars, thank you very much. Lars Hunter from our business desk.